Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park. This morning we have 2-year-old qualifiers, a total of 12 of them. They all feature 2-year-old fillies. And the starting gate. Starting gate now beginning to roll. So for this first qualifier, we got 2-year-old pacing fillies. Take out number 5. Mario Bayarjan is driving number 1, Keep Watching. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Keep Watching. He's Watching filly, owned by Jeffrey Nana, trained by Ben Wallace. Mario Bayarjan drives a $30,000 Lexington Select purchase. 2, Capistrano, a War We Needy filly, owned by the stable Capistrano Group, trained by Amy McDonald, driven by Anthony McDonald. 3, She the North, Sunshine Beach filly, owned by 83 Racing, also the breeders. Dogfin Henriksen's the trainer-driver. Number 4, All in Fun. Jody Jameson driving this Captain Treacherous filly for trainer Kieran Morrison, a $50,000 Harrisburg buy, owned by Fairwind Farm. Steve Jones, Mark Mullen. Got Power, Royal Majesty filly, O'Sullivan Racing, Gary Volpe owned. Tony O'Sullivan trains. Chris Christopher drives a $15,000 London buy. And number 7, Alexa Sky, Some Beach Somewhere filly, owned and bred by Jeffrey Snyder. Dr. Ian Moore trains. The driver is Sylvain Filion. Starting at picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing from the outside. Alexa Sky is leaving out of there well. So too is Mock My Kiss. So Mock My Kiss is going out of there quickly. Inside third, that is She the North, followed then fourth by All in Fun. And off stride going into the first turn went Alexa Sky. Alexa Sky made a break heading into that first bend. So it's Mock My Kiss with a lead of 1.5 over She the North, with a break of 4 lengths back then to All in Fun, who is 2 lengths followed by Capistrano, another 2 to Keep Watching. The opening quarter was a sharp 28-3 into the backstretch. And Mock My Kiss, who stormed out of there well, the Rob Fellows trainee, and driver Louis Waugh are on top, but here's the second quarter backside move coming from Capistrano. Capistrano rushes to the top and will clear to command. Mock My Kiss is now relegated to second. In third is She the North, followed then fourth by All in Fun. Pacing along in fifth, that is Keep Watching as they're past the half in 59-1. So they head into the far turn, and the leader is Capistrano. Capistrano on top. Pulled up in the first turn, we should note, was number 7, Alexa Sky. So as they go by 5/8, the leader is Capistrano by a little more than 1.5 lengths. Mock My Kiss is racing in second, followed third by She the North, then 2 lengths back to All in Fun. Another 2 lengths then to Keep Watching as they're heading towards that third station. Capistrano the leader. Still in second is Mock My Kiss. Angled to the outside comes She the North. 3/4 time was 1:27-3, and they'll turn for home. So the leader is Capistrano. Second quarter move to the top. Can she fight off the early leader, Mock My Kiss, who's back out and now looking to regain the lead? Mock My Kiss on the outside. Capistrano digs in at the rail. In behind is All in Fun. Outside She the North, and Keep Watching is fifth. Now angling for some clear racetrack is All in Fun. The leader is Mock My Kiss. All in Fun is coming on the outside trying to get there. Mock My Kiss held on. All in Fun was second. Third went to She the North. Then it was Keep Watching, and Capistrano 1:55-3. Order of finish from the first qualifier: number 1, Keep Watching, was 5th. Number 2, Capistrano, 4th. Number 3, She the North, 3rd. Number 4, All in Fun, 2nd. Number 5 was Scratch. Number 6, Mock My Kiss, the winner. And number 7, Alexa Sky, did not finish. 5, 4, 3, 2 Scratch, 1 DNF. Fractions were 28 and 3, 59 and 1, 127 and 3, 155 and 3 for the winner. Number 6, Mock My Kiss. This morning's live stream of our 2-year-old qualifiers is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. We thank them for their sponsorship of our live stream. Wings of the starting gate now open for the second qualifier as they move over to the trot. And we've got a field of 6. It's going to be here with the scratch of number 6 from Asoli Hanover. Here's the field from the inside out. Number 1, Highland Foxy Trotter, EL Titan filly, owned and bred by Highland Thoroughbred Farm, trained by Amanda Fine. The driver's Bob McClure. Number 2, Ready to Deal, Wheelin' and Dealin' filly, owned and bred by Robert McIntosh Stables, CSX Stables, and Dave Boyle. Bob McIntosh trains, Trevor Henry drives. Number 3, Wind Creek, Explosive Matter filly, owned by Emily Florin, Clark Bilby, Rachel Feldman, and Alessia Feldman, trained by Clark Bilby. Paul McDonnell drives, a $20,000 Harrisburg purchase. Number 4 is Lucky Witch, Cadabra filly, owned by Greg McNair, who also bred this Cadabra filly. He shares ownership with Bloomingwood Farms Limited. McNair's the trainer, and Bruce Richardson will drive. 5, Fox Valley Shazam, Muscle Mass filly, owned by the stable Fox Valley Shazam, trained by Anthony McDonald, who will also steer. 6 is out, and 7 is Craving You, Cadabra filly, owned by Enza Racing Stable, Meg Crone and Anthony Hahn. Crone is the trainer, Hahn is the driver, a $30,000 Harrisburg purchase. Starting gate to the top of the stretch, a field of 6 2-year-old trotting fillies are lined up for our second qualifier. Trotters picking up speed, and here they come. And the raw fan trotting. Wind Creek gets out of the center very nicely and will be the early leader, ready to deal towards the inside. On the outside, that is Craving You, who is going to be put up into the upper mix and is on the outside third. Highland Foxy Trotter inside fourth. Then Lucky Witch will drop in behind, followed by Fox Valley Shazam. So it is a lead of about 3 lengths into the first bend for Wind Creek, and the Explosive Matter filly in her second qualifier is showing the way and trotting well to the opening quarter. She's on top by about 4 through an opening quarter of 31 and 2. Not the speediest of opening quarters, but she was on top by about 4. Everybody else now looking to pick it up as they try to get a little closer to the leader, who is cruising along. It's Wind Creek. Then in second, that is Ready to Deal with a break of 4-5. Back to Craving You on the outside. Fox Valley Shazam is ready to get things going and has now moved up into third. Then it is Highland Foxy Trotter, and the trailer is Lucky Witch. They're heading towards the midway point, and it's all Wind Creek right now through a half of 101 and 2. So she stepped it up there, 30 seconds even in the second quarter, and it's Wind Creek on top as they enter the far turn. In second is Ready to Deal. Fox Valley Shazam is in third. 2 lengths back then to Craving You in fourth. Another 2 lengths then to Highland Foxy Trotter, and 2.5 back to the trailer Lucky Witch. So they're heading towards 3/4. Getting a little closer in second is Ready to Deal, but it's still Wind Creek with that lead, and Wind Creek will take them past the third station, leading by a pair at 3/4 in 131 and 1. So turning for home after a 29 and 4 third quarter, looking to close this one out is Wind Creek. Wind Creek the leader. Hot Ready to Deal is back in second, angling to the outside Fox Valley Shazam, followed then as they come into the final eighth of the mile by Craving You, back to Highland Foxy Trotter, and the last one is, as they're into the final 16th, the last one was Lucky Witch. It's all Wind Creek. Wind Creek will go coast to coast to win. Fox Valley Shazam did move up into second. Ready to Deal finishes third. Craving You, followed by Highland Foxy Trotter and Lucky Witch. 2 minutes even for Wind Creek. Here's the order of finish from the second qualifier. Number 1, Highland Foxy Trotter was 5th. Number 2, Ready to Deal was 3rd. Number 3, Wind Creek the winner. 4, Lucky Witch was 6th. 5, Fox Valley Shazam 2nd. Number 6 was Scratch. And number 7, Craving You was 4th. Top to bottom, 5-3-1, 6-2, Scratch 4 on the bottom. Fractions were 31 and 2, 101 and 2, 131 and 1. 2 minutes flat for a coast-to-coast winner in number 3, Wind Creek, a 2-year-old filly by Explosive Matter. Driven to victory by Paul McDonnell, trained by Clark Bilby. Second qualifier for, she knocks 5 seconds off her time from her previous effort. She was a $20,000 Harrisburg buy. Up next is our third qualifier, field of 7, no changes here. It's 2-year-old trotting fillies once again. Here's the field. Number 1 is Cad's Kiss, Cadabra filly owned by Bruce Richardson, Joseph Coffey, Morley Bosomworth, trained by Bruce Richardson. He'll also drive a $13,000 London Purchase. 2, She Started It, is a Cadabra filly owned by Bright Future Racing, trained by Dan Clements and driven by Bob McClure, a $16,000 London Selected Yearling Sale Purchase. 3, Up and Trending, Royalty for Life filly owned by Backstable, Robert Van Camp, trained by John Bax, Matt Bax drives. 4, Muscle Chrome, Muscle Mass filly owned by the stable Muscle Chrome, trained by Anthony McDonald, Mario by Arjans in the sulky, a $21,000 London Purchase. 5, Jula She's Magic, is a daughter of Cadabra owned by Jula Racing, trained by Susie Kerwood, Mike Saftick steers, a $100,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale Purchase. 6, Century Sealster, Holiday Road filly owned by Sean and Janet O'Brien, trained and driven by Jeffrey O'Brien. This was a $21,000 London Purchase. And 7 is Irreverent Lady, Angus Hall filly, owned and trained by Todd James. $14,000 London Purchase, is being driven by Paul McDonnell. So our third of 12 qualifiers is lined up behind the starting gate. Once again, we stay on the trot as it's a field of 7. Rookie trotting fillies assembled as the starting gate approaches the top of the stretch. Today's live stream of our 2-year-old qualifiers is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Gate into the lane, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Fairly even beginning here. Looks like Jula She's Magic will be the quickest away as she quickly steps out now and is on top by about 2.5 lengths. In second, that is Muscle Chrome, and then moving behind her, that is Century Sealster. Getting away in fourth is She Started It, followed fifth there by Cad's Kiss. Then it is Irreverent Lady, and we had an early breaker. That was Up and Trending. Into the first turn, and it's all Jula She's Magic, and Jula She's Magic storms past the opening quarter in 29 and 1. So Jula She's Magic, the leader. We had a couple more breakers in the first turn. Century Sealster and Cad's Kiss also made miscues. Down the backstretch or up the backstretch, and it is all Jula She's Magic by 3/8. In second is Muscle Chrome, and then it's about 6 or 7 lengths back to She Started It in third, with 3 lengths back to Irreverent Lady. Then it's the trio of breakers, Up and Trending, Century Sealster, and Cad's Kiss. Jula She's Magic is past the half in 59 and 4, 30 and 3 in the second quarter. Jula She's Magic will enter the far turn with a sizable advantage. This is her third qualifier. She's made miscues in her first two here this morning. She stormed through a 59 and 4 opening half mile. Now getting closer from second is Muscle Chrome. Then it's 4 lengths back to She Started It, followed by Irreverent Lady, then back to the breakers. So as they head towards 3/4, it's still Jula She's Magic, and she's going to hit the third station with a lead of about 4 lengths, 1:30 and 4. So turning for home, 31 seconds in the third quarter. We'll see what she's got in the lane. Muscle Chrome's trying to get a little closer. So too is She Started It, and Irreverent Lady is then in fourth as they come to the 8th pole. So with the lead, it continues to be Jula She's Magic. Now She Started It has moved into second, looking to finish up her mile strong. Then back in third, that is Muscle Chrome. Irreverent Lady trying to get into that spot, but Jula She's Magic will win. Finishing second, She Started It. Irreverent Lady was third, then Muscle Chrome fourth. And this one will be rounded out by Century Sealster, Up and Trending, and Cad's Kiss, 158 and 4 for Jula She's Magic. Fourth qualifier of the morning is coming up next. Let's go back and take a look at the rundown from the third. Number 1, Cat's Kiss was 7th. Number 2, She Started at 2nd. Number 3, Up and Trending was 6th. Number 4, Muscle Chrome 4th. Number 5, Jewel She's Magic the winner. 6, Century Sealster was 5th. And 7, Irreverent Lady was 3rd. Top to bottom, 7, 2, 6, 4, 1, 5, 3. Fractions were 29 and 1, 59 and 4, 130 and 4, 158 and 4 for Jewel She's Magic, a Cadabra filly, trained by Susie Kerwood, driven this morning by Mike Saftik. $100,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. Trots home in 28 to win in 158 and 4. So here we go for the fourth qualifiers. We move back over to the pace. Driver changes on number 1, Trizzle Trazzle, Mike Saftik steers. And number 7, Stonebridge Looker, it'll be Chris Matthews. Field of 8, and here is the field. Number 1 is Trizzle Trazzle, a Mach 3 filly owned by ECS Racing LLC, trained by Kevin St. Charles, Mike Saftik in the sulky. 2, Big Diamond is a Big Jim filly, owned by Jeffrey Rook, Glenn Bechtel, trained by Rod Boyd, Phil Houdon steers. 3, Reticent Hanover is an Art Speak filly owned by Christopher Nickel, trained by Dan Legacy. Sylvan Filion drives a $24,000 Harrisburg buy. 4, So Delightful is a Better's Delight filly owned and bred by the Robert McIntosh Stables, CSX Stables, and Al McIntosh Holdings. Bob McIntosh is the trainer. Trevor Henry is in the sulky. 5, Watch Me Boogie. He's watching filly owned by Maneri Racing, Michael Guerrero, Alan Albert, and Kelly Waxman, trained by Dave Maneri. Jody Jameson is in the sulky, a $40,000 Lexington purchase. 6, Highland Salsa, sports writer filly owned and bred by Highland Thoroughbred Farm, trained by Amanda Fine and driven by Bob McClure. Number 7, Stonebridge Looker. He's watching filly owned by Angie Stiller and Gary Coulter, along with Greg McNair. McNair's the trainer. Chris Matthews drives this morning. It's a $54,000 London yearling sale purchase. And 8, Lookin' Fabulous, Better Than Cheddar filly owned by Anthony Beaton, David Mercer, Gary Volpe, and George Quaterone. The trainer is Anthony Beaton. Paul McDonnell drives a $17,000 Harrisburg purchase. Starting gate approaching the top of the stretch. It's a field of 8 2-year-old pacing fillies for the fourth. Gate picking up speed, a field of 8 pacing fillies. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Reticent Hanover is leaving well from the center. That is Watch Me Boogie. Those two trying to sort things out in the early going, and powering ahead is Reticent Hanover. So Watch Me Boogie should be able to drop into second from the rail. That's Trizzle Trazzle. Outside of her is So Delightful. On the outside as well as Stonebridge Looker at the rail. Saving ground, Big Diamond in the early going. Wide of the shadows at 7th. That is Highland Salsa. And the final one is Lookin' Fabulous. Through an opening quarter, Reticent Hanover 29 and 4. So it's a 29 and 4 opener for Reticent Hanover, and the Daughter of Art Speak is on top. In second is Watch Me Boogie with a break of 2.5 lengths back to Trizzle Trazzle, about that same margin to So Delightful in fourth, who is then followed by Big Diamond, pacing 6th up the backside, Stonebridge Looker, followed 7th by Highland Salsa, and the trailer 8th is Look and Fabulous. Past the half, a length and a half advantage here for Reticent Hanover, and she is through the midway point in 59 and 4. 4. So she went 30 seconds even in the second quarter, and as they enter the far turn, whip over the tail there of Reticent Hanover as she'll look to now pick it up a bit as they go by 5/8. Watch Me Boogie in second. Trizzle Trazzle continuing to pace in third. So Delightful looking good there in fourth. Then 2 lengths back to Big Diamond. 2 lengths back to Highland Salsa on the outside. Looking Fabulous has gained a spot. And at the inside 8th, that is Stonebridge Looker. Past 3/4 they go. Out from third comes Trizzle Trazzle, being followed right on her back by So Delightful. 3/4 was hit in 1:29 and 1, and they're into the stretch, and Reticent Hanover gets swarmed. Reticent Hanover now surrenders the lead. Trizzle Trazzle comes by on the outside. Up the inside is Watch Me Boogie. Widest of them all is So Delightful. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Watch Me Boogie at the inside. In the center, Trizzle Trazzle. Outside is So Delightful. Edge of the tote board, and the battle continues to rage on, but Watch Me Boogie is going to win. Finishing in second was Trizzle Trazzle. Then it was So Delightful, followed by Reticent Hanover, Highland Salsa, Looking Fabulous, Big Diamond, and Stonebridge Looker, 156 and 4. Here's the order of finish from the fourth qualifier. Number 1, Trizzle Trazzle was second. Number 2, Big Diamond seventh. Number 3, Reticent Hanover fourth. Number 4, So Delightful third. Number 5, Watch Me Boogie the winner. Number 6, Highland Salsa was fifth. Number 7, Stonebridge Looker eighth. And number 8, Lookin' Fabulous was sixth. Top to bottom, 2, 7, 4, 3, 1, 5, 8, 6. Fractions were 29 and 4, 59 and 4, 129 and 1, 156 and 4, 27 and 3 final quarter. In that race, Watch Me Boogie coming a little bit quicker there. She was the winner. The He's Watching filly in her second qualifier stops the clock in 156 and 4, trained by Dave Maneri, driven to victory by Jody Jameson. She was a $40,000 Lexington Select yearling sale purchase. Starting gate now beginning to roll for the fifth qualifier. 2-year-old pacing filly, scratch number 6, Lady Eliza, leaves us with a field of 7. Here's the field. Number 1 is Classica, American Ideal filly owned by Greg McNair, Ross Holmes, trained by Greg McNair and driven by Doug McNair, a $25,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2, Chase the Clouds Away, Sunshine Beach filly owned by Ronald Mursky, also the breeder. Gerald Lilly trains, Paul McDonnell drives. 3 is Cat, He's Watching filly owned by Wilma and James McKenzie, trained by Dr. Ian Moore. Trevor Henry's in the sulky, $36,000 London purchase. 4, Thinking of You Babe, as a Thinking Out Loud filly, owned and bred by Leonard Gamble, trained by Ted McDonnell and driven by Jody Jameson. 5 is Rare Jimstone, Art Major filly owned by Brad Gray, Billy Joe Timmons, Dan Legacy, Legacy trains, Sylvan Filion steers, a $35,000 Harrisburg purchase. 6 is Out, 7 is PL Notorious, Sunshine Beach filly owned and bred by Princely Acres, trained by Dan Clements, Bob McClure drives, and number 8 is Major Night Out, an Art Major filly owned by the Three Brothers Stables, also the breeders. Kieran Morrison trains, Louis Philippe Bois drives, a $19,000 Harrisburg purchase. Starting gate coming to the top of the stretch. Field of 7, 2-year-old pacing fillies are lined up. And they're off and pacing. PL Notorious from the outside is off to a nice beginning. So too is Rare Jimstone in the center. On the far outside, that is Major Night Out. So those 3 are pushing ahead, and so too is Thinking of You Babe. Early scramble here for the top spot. At the inside, Classica is in 5th. Then 2 lengths back to Chase the Clouds Away, who is followed by Cat. And off stride going into the first turn, that was Thinking of You Babe, who goes right into the infield. So at the inside is PL Notorious. Outside that is Major Night Out through an opening quarter of 29 and 4. Moving into the backstretch and trying to clear is Major Night Out, but she is yet to get around PL Notorious, so she's being pushed on, and now she will clear before 3/8. In third is Rare Jimstone, followed fourth by Classica. 3 lengths back to Chase the Clouds Away, then a gap of 4 back to Cat, and the first turn breaker, that was Thinking of You Babe. So as they go up the backside and drifting out there up at the front, that was Major Night Out. So Major Night Out is off stride or getting a little funky gated and having some issues. So she's just been taken out of harm's way. The half was hit in a minute and a fifth. So inheriting the lead, that was PL Notorious, followed second by Rare Jimstone. Then in third is Classica. Then fading back a bit at the rails, Chase the Clouds Away, followed by Cat, and then it is back to Thinking of You Babe, and dropping out of it now, Major Night Out. So as they head towards three quarters, Popping Pocket now, Rare Gemstone, looking to get on even terms with PL Notorious, and Classica is a length and a half away, and in a nice spot third as they hit three quarters in 129 and 3. So they spin for home. PL Notorious at the inside. Here's Rare Gemstone, and in behind is Classica. On the outside, Cat is into fourth, battling in that position with Chase the Clouds Away. Final eighth of the mile. At the inside, PL Notorious. Not being urged on too much there. She finds another gear and looks strong here in the lane. PL Notorious fighting off Rare Gemstone to win. Finishing in third was Classica. Then it was Cat, followed by Chase the Clouds Away, Thinking of You Babe, and Major Night Out. 157 and 2 for PL Notorious. Here's the order of finish from our fifth qualifier. Number 1, Classica was third. Number 2, Chase the Clouds Away, fifth. Number 3, Cat was fourth. Number 4, Thinking of You Babe, sixth. Number 5, Rare Gemstone, second. Number 6 was Scratch. Number 7, PL Notorious, the winner. And number 8, Major Night Out was seventh. 3, 5, 4, 6, 2, Scratch, 1, 7 is your rundown. Fractions were 29 and 4, a minute and a fifth, 129 and 3, 157 and 2. The winner was number 7, PL Notorious, Sunshine Beach filly, owned and bred by Princely Acres, trained by Dan Clements, driven to victory by Bob McClure. Debut qualifier is a winning one, 157 and 2, home in 27 and 4. Six qualifiers up next. 2-year-old trotting fillies will line up behind the starting gate. Take out number 2, J-Port Echo. Leaves us with a field of 7. Number 1, Canadian Titan, is an EL Titan filly owned by the stable Canadian Titan, trained by Anthony McDonald. Sylvan Fillions in the sulky, a $40,000 London purchase. 2 is out. 3 is Peppa's Angel, Archangel filly owned by Dustin Jones Stables, the Bear Horses and Andrea Lee Racing Stable, trained by Dustin Jones, who will also steer, a $37,000 Harrisburg purchase. 4, Aphrodite Duke, EL Dighton filly owned by Glenview Livestock, also the breeders. Andrew McCabe trains, Trevor Henry drives. 5, Milway Magic, Cadabra filly, owned by Julie Walker and Ronald Pierce, trained by Julie Walker. Burt Renault drives, $25,000 Lexington purchase. 6, Who's Blues, Cantab Hall filly, owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blay. Bob McClure drives. Who's Blues was a $300,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 7, Need an Alibi, EL Titan filly, owned by Bax Stable, Dave Hudson, and Brylow Farms, trained by John Bax. Matt Bax drives, a $52,000 Harrisburg buy. And 8 is Fluff, a Royalty for Life filly owned by Glengate Farms, Patrick Hunt, and Goldfinger Stables. Pat Hunt's the trainer. Randy Waples drives, $9,500 London purchase. Starting gate coming to the top of the stretch. It's a field of 7 for qualifier number 6. Take out number 2. Gate now picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Need an Alibi from the outside is getting out of there well, looking to go up to the early lead. Canadian Titan from the rail holds ground. Everybody else not in much of a hurry. Peppa's Angel is racing third, followed by Aphrodite Duke. Then it is Milway Magic, Who's Blues, and at the rear is Fluff. Into the first bend, Need an Alibi is on top, and it's Need an Alibi and Matt Bax showing the way to the opening quarter. Canadian Titan in second, followed by Peppa's Angel. Then in fourth, that is Aphrodite Duke. Off stride fifth went Milway Magic. Then it's Who's Blues and Fluff. The opening quarter was 32-2, and into the backstretch they go with Need an Alibi on top. So Need an Alibi had the lead. Short-lived though, out from second Canadian Titan. Already on the move was Aphrodite Duke, so she had to go 3 wide, and so we get a couple of lead changes. And off stride as they were going around her went Need an Alibi, so she made a break and she'll be taken to the outside. New leaders Aphrodite Duke from Canadian Titan, and then Peppa's Angels is in the third as they go past the midway point in 102-4. Entering the far turn, the leader is Aphrodite Duke. Canadian Titan a length and 3/4 away. Then it's Peppa's Angels in third, with about 10 lengths back to Who's Blues in fourth, 3 lengths back to Fluff, and then it is the Breakers who are at the rear of the field, Milway Magic and Need an Alibi. Heading to 3/4, and the top 3 are Aphrodite Duke, Canadian Titan, and Peppa's Angels. Past 3/4 in 1:33-3. Off the turn and into the stretch. Angling out from second, Canadian Titan now going to take her shot as she looks to overtake Aphrodite Duke. Peppa's Angels, Who's Blues, is back in fourth, followed by Fluff in fifth. Less than an eighth to go now. Canadian Titan trying to take a short lead. Digging in is Aphrodite Duke at the inside, and these two are battling towards the line. At the inside, Aphrodite Duke. Outside, Canadian Titan, and Canadian Titan will get by to win by a neck. Finishing second was Aphrodite Duke. Then it was Peppa's Angels third, followed by Who's Blues fourth. Fluff was fifth, then Need an Alibi, and Milway Magic 202-3. And with the conclusion of our 6th qualifier, we will now take a break. Horses in the back half of today's qualifying session, now with an opportunity to come out and warm up. We'll resume the qualifiers in about 15 minutes. Here was the order of finish from the 6th qualifier. Number 1, Canadian Titan was the winner. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Peppa's Angels third. Number 4, Aphrodite Duke second. Number 5, Millway Magic was 7th. Number 6, Who's Blues 4th. Number 7, Need an Alibi 6th. And number 8, Fluff was 5th. 1, Scratch 327, 465 is your rundown. Fractions were 32 and 2, 102 and 4, 133 and 3, 202 and 3 for the winner, number 1 Canadian Titan, and EL Titan filly, trained by Anthony McDonald, driven by Sylvain Filion, $40,000 London yearling sale purchase. And Canadian Titan, in her second qualifier, gets a victory here, 202 and 3. And we're set to resume with today's qualifying action. 2-year-old fillies, 12 qualifiers today, and we now enter the back half. Qualifier number 7, 2-year-old pacing fillies. Here's the field of 7. Number 1 is Duo Step Hanover. He's Watching filly, owned by Millar Farms, trained by Eric Adams. Randy Waples drives, the $35,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2 is Landry Sealster, a Mach 3 filly, owned by Greg McNair, Ilderton Boys Stable, and Danny Fontaine. McNair trains, Doug McNair drives, $45,000 London purchase. 3, Wiggle Delight, Better's Delight filly, owned by Panic Stable, trained by Anthony McDonald. James McDonald drives, a $55,000 Lexington purchase. 4 is Even Louder, a Thinking Out Loud filly, owned and bred by the Robert McIntosh Stables, trained by Bob McIntosh. Trevor Henry steers. 5, Martini's Place is a Better Than Cheddar filly, owned by John Pentland and Ellie Bale, trained by John Pentland. Sylvan Filly on drives, $24,000 London purchase. Number 6, Cocoa Beach DeVee, Sunshine Beach Filly, owned by Walter and Ruth Ann Parkinson, along with Rachel Roberts, trained by Daryl Roberts. Jody Jameson drives, a $20,000 London purchase. And completing the field is number 7, YS Big Girl, Big Jim Filly, owned and bred by Yves Sarrazin, trained by Jacques Dupont. Bob McClure is in the sulky. Starting gate swings into the stretch. A field of 7 2-year-old pacing fillies lined up, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. From the center, Martini's Place is getting out of there along with Wiggle Delight. Outside that is Cocoa Beach DeVee. At the inside, Duo Step of Hanover, so as things shake out, the outsider, Cocoa Beach DeVee, is looking to get around Martini's Place, who crosses over in front of Wiggle Delight, who's in front of Duo Step Hanover. Meanwhile, Landry Sealster dropped in behind the rail starter. She's pacing in 5th. Then it's a break of 3 lengths back to Even Louder, and at the rear of the field is YS Big Girl. So the leader through an opening quarter of 29-1, that is Cocoa Beach DeVee. Moving into the backstretch, and Cocoa Beach DeVee leads by a pair. Tightening up is Martini's Place in 2nd. Wiggle Delight is pacing in 3rd. Sitting calmly in 4th is Duo Step Hanover, followed closely 5th by Landry Sealster. Then 2 lengths back to Even Louder, and at the back is YS Big Girl, so they tighten up here in the second quarter. Cocoa Beach DeVee getting her own way in this second split, as she'll lead by a length and a half, and is past the midway point in 59-1. So 30 seconds even in the second quarter for Cocoa Beach DeVee and Jameson, and they enter the far turn. Racing second is Martini's Place. Wiggle Delight is in 3rd. Duo Step Hanover in 4th. Landry Sealster follows 5th. 6th is Even Louder, and 7th is YS Big Girl. No movement just yet. They're by 5/8, heading towards 3/4, and the Sunshine Beach Filly, Cocoa Beach DeVee, looking for her second qualifying victory. She is on top, looking to go coast to coast. Leads by a pair, past 3/4 in 1:28-1. So she ramped it up 29 seconds even in the third quarter, and they spin for home. Cocoa Beach DeVee on top. Martini's Place in 2nd. Wiggle Delight remains inside, now angles outside. Even Louder is paced up into 4th, followed by Landry Sealster. And as they come into the final 1/8 of the mile, Cocoa Beach DeVee with the lead comes off the rail, so there's a little bit of room for Martini's Place. She's trying to get through. Cocoa Beach DeVee, Martini's Place outside. Wiggle Delight coming on, and Wiggle Delight sweeps up to get it. Finishing second was Cocoa Beach DeVee. Martini's Place was 3rd. Then it was Landry Sealster, followed by Even Louder, Duo Step Hanover, and YS Big Girl, 156 flat. Here's your order of finish from the 7th qualifier. Number 1, Duo Step Hanover was 6th. Number 2, Landry Sealster 4th. Number 3, Wiggle Delight the winner. Number 4, Even Louder 5th. Number 5, Martinis placed 3rd. Number 6, Cocoa Beach to be 2nd. And number 7, YS Big Girl was 7th. 641 5327 is your rundown. Fractions were 29 and 1, 59 and 1, 128, 156 flat for the winner. Number 3, Wiggle Delight. Second qualifier for this daughter of Better's Delight, and she gets her first win. $55,000 Lexington Buy is trained by Anthony McDonald and driven by James McDonald. Eighth qualifier, 2-year-old pacing fillies lining up. Take out number 7, Sexy Sport. Here's your field. Number 1, Twin Bee Lush is an Art Major filly owned and bred by Twinbrook Limited. Trained by Maddie Henry, driven by Travis Henry, a $10,000 Harrisburg purchase. 2, She's Magic. He's Watching filly, owned and bred by David Lumsden, trained by Anthony Beaton. Jonathan Drury drives. 3 is Miss Brampton Beast, Sunshine Beach filly, owned by the stable Miss Brampton Beast, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario by Argent steers. 4 is Kit, Big Jim filly, owned by Wilma and James McKenzie, trained by Dr. Ian Moore. Trevor Henry drives, a $42,000 London purchase. 5, JM Betting Hearts is a Better's Delight filly, owned by RK Joe Miss Komokomogan, trained by Jennifer Pinkerton, driven by Bruce Richardson. And 6 is Southwind Bayou, sports writer filly, owned by Blair Corbeil, Yolanda Fellows, and Arpad Zabo. Rob Fellows trains, Louis Waugh drives, a $17,000 Lexington Buy. Number 7 is out. Starting gate to the top of the lane, a field of 7. Should say now a field of 6 for our 8th qualifier. Rookie pacing fillies assembled, picking up speed, and here they come. And the raw fan pacing, Miss Brampton Beast is getting out of there well. So too is Kit. So next door neighbors, and they're 1-2 in the early going. Outside Southwind Bayou. Over at the inside is Twin Bee Lush. Then it is She's Magic, followed by JM Betting Hearts. Ahead now is Kit, who powers up to the top. Miss Brampton Beast will settle for second, and looking to drop into a 3-hole is Southwind Bayou in front of the rail starter Twin Bee Lush, followed then by She's Magic, and at the rear is JM Betting Hearts. So it's Kit, the Big Jim filly, on top. Opening quarter was 30 2/5. Into the backstretch they'll go. It's a loose lead here for Kit. Second qualifier for her. She made a move up to the top in the third quarter in her debut qualifier, ultimately finished second. Here today she is showing the way, and it is Trevor Henry and Kit on top by 2 lengths. In second is Miss Brampton Beast. Southwind Bayou is in third. Twin Bee Lush in fourth, followed by She's Magic and JM Betting Hearts. So as they go up the backstretch, it's still Kit in control by a pair, as Miss Brampton Beast is 2 lengths away at the half in 1 minute even. 1 minute even after a 29 2 second quarter. In full control is Kit. It's Kit on top. Couple whip taps in second for Miss Brampton Beast. Southwind Bayou looks calm in third, followed by Twin Bee Lush in fourth. Then it is She's Magic, and last is JM Betting Hearts. No movement yet. And in third, we got our eye on Southwind Bayou. 2, maybe going to angle out, but no, it's going to be the pocket sitter who already angles out. That's Miss Brampton Beast, as Kit was by 3/4 in 1:28.3. 28.3 third quarter into the stretch, and Kit is on top. Miss Brampton Beast off the 2-hole ride, trying to come on by, but she's going to have to find maybe a little more. Kit still with the lead by a length with less than an eighth of a mile to go. Miss Brampton Beast getting a little closer. Here's Southwind Bayou and Twin Bee Lush, edge of the tote board, and Kit is looking to go coast to coast, and Kit will do just that. Miss Brampton Beast was second, Southwind Bayou third, then Twin Bee Lush, She's Magic, and JM Betting Hearts 156 and 1. Here's the order of finish from Qualifier 8. Number 1, Twin Bee Lush was 4th. Number 2, She's Magic 5th. Number 3, Miss Brampton Beast 2nd. Number 4, Kit was the winner. Number 5, JM Betting Heart 6th. Number 6, Southwind Bayou 3rd. And number 7 was Scratch. Top to bottom, 4, 5, 2, 1, 6, 3. Scratch on the bottom. Fractions were 30 and 3. A minute flat, 128 and 3. 156 and 1 for the winner. Number 4, Kit, a big gym filly, trained by Dr. Ian Moore, driven by Trevor Henry. $42,000 London purchase. Second qualifier for her, and she gets a mark of 156 and 1. Ninth qualifier of this morning. 2-year-old trotting filly, scratch number 2, Stormont Timbit. Scratch number 5, Royal Vista, brings us down to a field of 5. Here's the field. Number 1 is Spy Mistress K. Angus Hall filly, owned and bred by Bob Key, trained by Paul Reed. Bob McClure drives. 2 is out. 3 is Twin Bee Hugs, Muscle Mass filly, owned by Francis Dumichel, Acurie CSL, and 7998 Quebec Inc., trained by Francis Dumichel and driven by James McDonald, $25,000 Harrisburg purchase. 4, Stonebridge Mimi is a Conway Hall filly owned and bred by Angie Stiller, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives. 5 is out. 6 is Instant Karma, EL Titan filly owned by Bill Maines, Bill Cripps, Stephen Papillon, and Leo Fleming, trained by Gerald Lilly. Trevor Henry drives, a $22,000 Lexington purchase. And 7 is Rockadero, Muscle Mass filly owned by Bedrock Stables, trained by Carmen Osiello. Jonathan Drury does the driving. So the starting gate comes to the top of the stretch. It's a field of 5 2-year-old trotting fillies assembled, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Twin Bee Hugs from the inside. He's getting out of there along with Instant Karma, Rockadero, and Stonebridge Mimi from the rail. Spy Mistress K, maybe a little green in the early going. She's back there in 5th. Rockadero up to the top here for Drury, and we'll move in front of Instant Karma, who is 2nd, followed by Twin Bee Hugs 3rd, Stonebridge Mimi 4th, and Spy Mistress K will try to get a little closer to the top 4. Heading to the opening quarter, Rockadero, the Muscle Mass filly, leads by a pair, and she'll trot past the opening quarter in 31 and 4. 31 and 4 opening split for Rockadero, moving into the backstretch, and she is on top by about 4 or 5. Rockadero, who won her debut back on June 21st by almost 6 lengths in 2:02 and 1, just made a break on the lead, so Rockadero went off stride. So inheriting the top spot is Instant Karma. Twin Bee Hugs is now moved into 2nd. Rockadero will reset, is trotting in 3rd. Stonebridge Mimi gets close to the top 3, is in 4th, and then at the back it's Spy Mistress K. So things change there in the second quarter. Instant Karma in her debut is now fronting the field past the half in 103 and 4. Instant Karma, a daughter of EL Titan, with the lead by about a length and a half. Twin Bee Hugs also, this is her debut qualifier. She is in 2nd. Rockadero right on her helmet in 3rd. 2 lengths into Stonebridge Mimi. Spy Mistress K is at the back. They're heading to 3 quarters. Instant Karma the leader. Twin Bee Hugs is looking ready there in the 2-hole. Rockadero as well is only about 2 lengths from the top as they hit 3 quarters in 134 and 4. Turning for home, Instant Karma is the leader. Instant Karma trying to sprint on home, but Rockadero now is coming on the outside, and here she is now trying to take the lead. Up the inside will be Twin Bee Hugs, and then back in 4th, that is Stonebridge Mimi. Less than an 8 to go. Rockadero trying to get by Instant Karma. Instant Karma putting up a good fight. Rockadero on the outside, pokes a nose up ahead, and Rockadero wins. Instant Karma was 2nd. Twin Bee Hugs was 3rd. Stonebridge Mimi 4th, and Spy Mistress K was 5th. Rockadero will win in 2:03 and 1. Here's the order of finish from the 9th. Number 1, Spy Mistress K was 5th. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Twinbee Hugs 3rd. Number 4, Stonebridge Mimi 4th. Number 5 was Scratch. Number 6, Instant Karma 2nd. And number 7, Rockadero was the winner. Top to bottom, 5 Scratch, 3 4 Scratch, 2 1. Fractions were 31 and 4, 103 and 4, 134 and 4, 203 and 1. The winner was number 7, Rockadero. Second consecutive qualifying victory for her. She did make a break there in the second quarter. Does recover to win, 203 and 1. Daughter of Muscle Mass, trained by Carmen Ostiello, driven by Jonathan Drury. Trotting fillies for the 10th. Now beginning to line up. Here's the field. Number 1, PL Nikita is an EL Titan filly, owned and bred by Princely Acres, trained by Dan Clement and driven by Bob McClure. 2, Timel Dazzle, Cadabra filly, owned and bred by Timel Farms, trained by Amy McDonald. Mario by Argent drives, a $25,000 Lexington purchase. 3 is Yen, EL Titan filly, owned and bred by Oversea Farms Limited, trained by Julie Walker. Burt Renault drives. 4 is Polygamy, Royalty for Life filly, owned by Glengate Farms. Pat Hunt and Goldfinger Stables. Hunt trains. Randy Waples drives, a $9,500 London purchase. 5, Golden Gavel, Archangel filly, owned by Backstable, the Cavalier Stable, along with John Houston and Ken Bax, trained by John Bax. Matt Bax drives, a $30,000 London purchase. 6 is Eternal Jewel, Wheelin' and Dealin' filly, owned by Murray Ferguson Jr., also the breeder. Chad Milner trains. Scott Coulter drives. And 7 is Expelliarmus, a Cadabra filly, owned by Awesome Acres Standardbreds, also the breeders. Dustin Jones is the trainer-driver, a $42,000 Lexington Sale grad. There's your field of 7 2-year-old trotting fillies for the 10th. Starting gate into the stretch, off stride at the rail is PL Nikita. Rest of them on gate, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Timel Dazzle from the inside, stepping ahead. In the center, that is Golden Gavel and Eternal Jewel. Those two are being pressed, or pushed, I should say. Outside is Expelliarmus, and then behind the top 4 in the early going is Yen, followed by Polygamy, and the early breaker was PL Nikita. Enter the first turn, and Timel Dazzle is at the inside. Eternal Jewel not getting around yet. Looks like she'll settle into the 2-hole, as Expelliarmus has done that, settling third in front of Golden Gavel. Then it's Yen, Polygamy, and PL Nikita has caught up. The opening quarter was 31 and 4. Into the backstretch, and it's a 3-length advantage here for Timel Dazzle. Second qualifier for the daughter of Cadabra, and she's on top by about 3 or 4 as they go by 3/8. Eternal Jewel in second. Trotting in third is Expelliarmus. Then the break is about 6 lengths back to Golden Gavel fourth, and coming around her is Yen. Off stride is Polygamy, and last is PL Nikita. Timel Dazzle will take them past the midway point in 102 and 2, and as they go for the far turn, Timel Dazzle still with that loose lead. Eternal Jewel in her debut is trotting in second. Expelliarmus in third. Yen is making up some ground, is into fourth. Then it is Golden Gavel in fifth. Then back to PL Nikita, and Polygamy was that breaker in the second quarter. To 3/4 they go, and the lead shrinks here on Timel Dazzle as Eternal Jewel moves in and now comes to the outside. Expelliarmus is in behind that trotter as they go by 3/4 in 132 and 2. 30 seconds even in the third quarter, and they're into the stretch. And it's on the outside, Eternal Jewel looking to overtake Timel Dazzle. Expelliarmus is right there as well, only 2 lengths away. They're coming into into the final eighth. Time Will Dazzle digs in. Here is Eternal Jewel on the outside. Expelliarmus in third. Yen is coming up the inside fourth. Time Will Dazzle battles on at the rail, but it's Eternal Jewel to win. Eternal Jewel on the outside wins. Finishing second was Time Will Dazzle. Yen up the inside was third. Then it was Expelliarmus, Golden Gavel, PL Nikita, and Polygamy, 201 and 3. Here's the order of finish from qualifier number 10. Number 1, PL Nikita was 6th. Number 2, Time Will Dazzle 2nd. Number 3, Yen was 3rd. Number 4, Polygamy was 7th. Number 5, Golden Gavel 5th. Number 6, Eternal Jewel the winner. And number 7, Expelliarmus was 4th. 6, 2, 3, 7, 5, 1, 4. Fractions were 31 and 4, 102 and 2, 132 and 3, 201 and 3. The winner was number 6, Eternal Jewel, a wheelin' and dealin' filly, owned and bred by Murray Ferguson Jr., trained by Chad Milner, and driven to victory by Scott Coulter. Her debut qualifier is a winning one, 201 and 3. Pacing fillies for the 11th. They're lining up. Let's scratch number 7, Scotland Sealster. Leaves us with a field of 6. Number 1, Golden Leader, is a big gym filly owned by Bill Maines and Bill Cripps, also the breeders. Gerald Lilly trains, Trevor Henry drives. 2, Wealth and Poverty, Thinking Out Loud filly, owned and bred by Millar Farms, trained by Eric Adams. Randy Waples in the sulky. 3 is Can't Think, Thinking Out Loud filly, owned and bred by Robert Chappell, trained by Greg McNair. Doug McNair drives. 4 is PL Nelly, a big gym filly, owned and bred by Princely Acres, trained by Dan Clements and driven by Bob McClure. 5 is Fiorella, a sports writer filly, owned and bred by Sinerco Ventures, trained by Tim Gillespie and driven by Louis-Philippe Bois. And number 6 is Twin Bee Hello, a Sunshine Beach filly, owned by Jack Darling Stables Limited, trained by Jack Darling. Jody Jameson drives, a $40,000 London yearling sale purchase. 7 is scratched, so it leaves us with a field of 6. The live stream of our 2-year-old qualifiers this season is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. We'd like to thank COSA for their sponsorship of our live stream. 11th of 12 coming up here this morning. Reminder, qualifiers continue tomorrow morning with another dozen 2-year-olds for the Colts and Geldings, 10 a.m. post time tomorrow morning here at Mohawk Park. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Pacing fillies picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing from the outside. That is Twin Bee Hello, who is pushing ahead for Jameson. So too is Fiorella. At the rail, it's Golden Leader, followed by Wealth and Poverty, Can't Think, and PL Nelly. So the outside two stepped out of there strongly and go up to the top. Everybody else lines up, and the leader is Twin Bee Hello. Fiorella will follow from second. Then it's Golden Leader in third. Wealth and Poverty, Can't Think, and PL Nelly is at the rear. So a half dozen of pacing fillies are approaching the opening quarter, and Twin Bee Hello is there in 30 and 4. Moving into the backstretch, the leader by a little more than a length and a half, that is Twin Bee Hello. Fiorella looking nicely there in second with a break of 4 back to Golden Leader in third, who is followed by Wealth and Poverty, Can't Think, and then it's about 4 lengths back at the back, that is PL Nelly. Field of 6 marches up the backside. Twin Bee Hello, second qualifier for her first one. Didn't go exactly maybe as planned. She finished 7th, was well back, timed in 2 minutes and 4/5. Today, though, she is showing the way. A little experience under her belt, and she's put on the top this morning 1 minute and 4/5 the half mile clocking. So she stepped it up after a 30 and 4 opening quarter. The second quarter was 30 seconds flat. Fiorella in second, 2 lengths then to Golden Leader in third, followed by Wealth and Poverty, Can't Think, and PL Nelly is 6. To 3/4 they go, and Twin Bee Hello, the daughter of Sunshine Beach, is approaching the third marker with that lead. Fiorella stalking in second, Golden Leader there third, now looking ready to roll. Wealth and Poverty, Can't Think, PL Nelly, 3/4 time was 1:30 and 2, and they're into the stretch. And at the inside, it is Twin Bee Hello. She's got some company. Fiorella has been following since the word go, and Fiorella is coming on by and takes the lead. Fiorella to the top. Twin Bee Hello now in second. Golden Leader on the outside. Wealth and Poverty, Can't Think, and PL Nelly. Fiorella, the daughter of sports writer, is going to win. Finishing second, Twin Bee Hello. Wealth and Poverty up the inside was third. Can't Think, Golden Leader, and PL Nelly, 158 and 1. Order of finish from qualifier 11. Number 1, Golden Leader was 5th. Number 2, Wealth and Poverty 3rd. Number 3, Can't Think 4th. Number 4, PL Nelly was 6th. Number 5, Fiorella the winner. Number 6, Tween Be Hello 2nd. At number 7 was scratched. Top to bottom, 5, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2. Scratch on the bottom. Fractions were 30 and 4, a minute and 4, 130 and 2, 158 and 1 for the winner. Number 5, Fiorella, a sports writer filly, owned and bred by Sinerco Ventures, trained by Tim Gillespie and driven by Louis-Philippe Waugh. Second qualifier for Fiorella. She finished 6th in her debut, was timed in 159 and 4, did pace home in 27 and 2. Today she wins in 158 and 1. And number 5, Fiorella, takes the 11th. Time now for the 12th and final qualifier here today at Woodbine Mohawk Park. 2-year-old pacing filly. Scratch number 4, Sunshine Hall. Scratch number 8, Amantha Star. Leaves us with a field of 6 for the finale. Let's meet the field. Number 1 is Icy Delight, a Better's Delight filly owned by Springhaven Farm, trained by Sean Stacy. James McDonald drives, $32,000 Lexington purchase. 2 is Springbridge Shine, Sunshine Beach filly owned by High Stakes Stable, trained by Louis F. Demiotis. Brett McDonald drives, a $19,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3 is Keystone Kalimba, a Better's Delight filly owned by Maneri Racing, Michael Guerrero, Alan Albert, and Sean Gillespie, trained by Dave Maneri. Jody Jameson in the sulky, a $45,000 Harrisburg grad. 4 is out. 5 is Nice Kitty Hanover, a Some Beach Somewhere filly owned by Millar Farms, trained by Eric Adams. Randy Waples at the controls, a $70,000 Harrisburg buy. 6 is Gracie Lane, a Better's Delight filly owned by Crawford Farms Racing, trained by Casey Coleman. Bob McClure between the wheels, an $80,000 Harrisburg purchase. And 7 is Century Gaga, sports writer filly owned by Lloyd Stone, Victor Putty, Michael Kwitnowski, and 104 62217 Canada Inc. Victor Putty trains, Trevor Henry drives, and she was a $25,000 London purchase. 8 is out. So it leaves us with a field of 6 for the 12th and final. Today's live stream of our 2-year-old qualifiers has been presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. 2-year-old qualifiers continue tomorrow morning with 12 more. This time it'll be the Colts and Geldings. Post time is 10 a.m. Starting gate to the top of the stretch for our 12th and final. Gate now picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off-hand pacing. Keystone Kalimba off to a nice beginning. Gracie Lane went off stride. Gracie Lane in the center is off stride. Here's Nice Kitty Hanover on the outside as Keystone Kalimba got to the top. Springbridge Shine in behind. Then it's Icy Delight going around the breaker. Century Gaga and resetting is Gracie Lane. They're heading into the first turn, and Nice Kitty Hanover is up top for Waples. Keystone Kalimba in second. Springbridge Shine in third. Icy Delight then in fourth. Century Gaga settles in fifth, and Gracie Lane is at the rear after the early miscue. 32 and 4, so there wasn't a lot of early speed there. And as they'll move into the backstretch, it is Nice Kitty Hanover the leader. Keystone Kalimba in second. Springbridge Shine is in third. Icy Delight racing in fourth. 2 lengths then to Century Gaga fifth, followed by Gracie Lane in sixth. So this half dozen group of pacing fillies are moving up the backstretch. No movement in the second quarter, and Nice Kitty Hanover is showing the way. So Nice Kitty Hanover, after 32 and 4 opening quarter, is by the half in 105 flat. 105 here for these pacing fillies. And Nice Kitty Hanover is the leader. Keystone Kalimba is in second. Springbridge Shine in third. Icy Delight is fourth. Then 2 lengths to Century Gaga. And Gracie Lane is in sixth. So you would expect them to pace quite the big back half here. Nice Kitty Hanover continuing to lead. Keystone Kalimba is second. Then Springbridge Shine is right there third. Keystone Kalimba pops the pocket. Icy Delight is in fourth. Century Gaga and Gracie Lane, 3/4 time, 135 and 3. So they're into the stretch and off stride. We had a pair of breakers there. 3 of them now off stride. So off stride went Nice Kitty Hanover, Icy Delight, and Gracie Lane again. Meanwhile, Keystone Kalimba had already popped the pocket going to 3/4, goes on by, and Keystone Kalimba is sprinting on home. Springbridge Shine is in second. Here's Keystone Kalimba. She's going to collect her second consecutive baby race victory. Finishing in second is Springbridge Shine. Then it is Icy Delight third, followed by Century Gaga, Gracie Lane, and Nice Kitty Hanover, 202 and 4. Order of finish from the final qualifier. Number 1, Icy Delight was third. Number 2, Springbridge Shine second. Number 3, Keystone Kalimba the winner. 4 was Scratch. 5, Nice Kitty Hanover 6. 6, Gracie Lane 5th. 7, Century Gaga was 4th. And the 8 was Scratch. Top to bottom, 3, 2, 1. Scratch 6, 5, 4. Scratch on the bottom. Fractions were 32 and 4. 105, 135 and 3. 202 and 4 for the winner. Number 3, Keystone Kalimba, a daughter of Better's Delight. Second consecutive Q score for her. She was a $45,000 Harrisburg buy, trained by Dave Maneri, driven to victory by Jody Jamieson. That concludes our baby race session here today at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Next 2-year-old qualifiers come up tomorrow morning, Friday morning, 10 a.m. start time. 12 qualifiers in total for the Colts and Geldings. This is Mark McKelvey wishing you a good afternoon. Don't forget we have live racing here tonight. First race post time at Mohawk Park is 7:10 p.m.